What's up, guys? It's Sunday. So, you know, I am. I'm so happy. I've been healing. I've been purging past lives and all this stuff. Like why I was always one of the big things that I went through this weekend was figuring out why do I need or I long for a partner, right? And after a year of being single, like don't get me wrong, like we all have our adventures, right? But nothing serious has come into my life and for a strict purpose. Now, at first I thought like oh, it's just not the right time, but with that time spirit basically told me we're not going to give you anything new unless you heal what the past has done, like, and what you've done to the past. So it's like, it takes two, right? So, santé. I got to thinking about this, and I realized that I was in kind of a snaky situation. Every woman I would seem to date would always try to hold me back one way or another. But then again, I was holding myself back. So it kind of makes sense. So it's not their fault, really, it's my fault. And once I made the realization of that and started healing all this stuff, something magical happened. Like, yes, I'm in my power, but what's the point of being in your power when you don't have anyone to share it with, Like on a personal level. Right? I mean, you want to get rid of the nastiness like before you actually meet the right one. So basically I did this list. It's 4 questions that people have asked me over time. And I'll answer those questions. Bidaloo, bidaloo, bidaloo. I don't know, it's like a commercial or something, right? It's funny because I just did that at like 333. So, okay. Let's get comfortable. I'm going to be like a Roman emperor. You like my nipple? No? Okay. Let's get ready. Number 1. What is it I do to get in the flow with my existence? Not for my job, not for my je ne sais quoi adventure, but what am I doing when I rise in the morning to set up my day? And of course, I don't work like normal people. I do me, like. But when I rise, this is what I do. I get up. Moon Ra. I thank my ancestors. I thank Spirit. I definitely take a minute or two to thank my Most High. And then I start breathing. And, excuse me. I'm just gonna... I start breathing. I start my tea, or sometimes it's coffee. And, once my tea is done and I sip it down, I do breath work and just settle into my essence that is in this vessel and all around. And then I start connecting. And this means this means connecting with spirit. Like opening up my chakras, slowly do the breath work, and this is after the tea is done, of course. Like, I'm not like some fucking, like, you know, like, oh my God, I gotta do breath work or else I'm gonna die. Because that's not gonna happen. So, where was I? Right, after my tea, I will do a light meditation for about 10 minutes to get my body in tune with my spirit. And then I'll go sun gazing if the sun's out for like, 3-4 minutes. Take some deep breaths outside. And that's what usually starts off my day on a really good vibration. A really good one. Unless spirit basically wakes me up at 3:33 or, somewhere in there. And there's something in my dream that I need to write down. And sometimes I'll just stay up after that just because it was just very profound. Okay, number 2. What kind of drugs have I done? Everything. Everything. Except fentanyl and heroin. Not a big fan of those. I can't really discard them because I'm sure they're used for something, whatever. But I've seen people on them, and it's just, you can see the hole in their heart that they have, and they're trying to, like, mask over. And it breaks my fucking heart every time. Because most of these people that are on hard fucking drugs have the biggest hearts. But they've been fucked over by people so much that they just give up. And I don't fucking blame them. I really don't. So yeah, I've done every drug. What was my favorite drug? Man, I gotta go with LSD. I mean, the first time I tripped on LSD, I stayed in a locked car for 8 hours. Talk about self-reflection. But now that I think about it, I was surrounded by a bunch of fucking weird people. But then again, I didn't know myself, so of course it was weird. So, okay. Number 3, do I believe in marriage? Spiritually? Yes. I believe that there are divine connections. As far as a man, speaking as a man here, why the fuck would I sign my name on a piece of paper to where automatically I lose 50% of my shit? In some cases, you don't even need to be married. They just take it. Or throw it at the end of the fucking curb, right? So it's very important before you get into any relationship to set up your own foundation. Or else, you might have an accident. You might get somebody pregnant. You got to think about these things. Porn and condom, it's like it trains the mind that, oh, it'll never happen to me. I know, I've been there. Trust me. Fuck have I been there. To the point where I didn't want to get surprised, so I started going out with women that had kids. That weren't my own. Now, that reaction right there was just an experience that I'm grateful I've had. But if I would have to do it again at a young age, I would have stayed to myself. Now that I'm 30, what the fuck? I'm 38. That doesn't bother me at all. That they have kids or not. It's all love, right? But at a young age, I wasn't prepared for the responsibility of taking care of other people because I wasn't even taking care of myself. So, do the math, right? I mean, yeah, I gave, but every fucking time I would run out of energy for myself and then I'd snap. Like, God damn, nothing's working right. And you know how men can get when they fucking give so damn much that then we ask for one thing in return and it's the end of the fucking world, isn't it? Anyway, this is my experience. I'm not talking about your experience. I'm talking about my experience. Okay? This is what I've had to go through and have to learn. I'm just sharing it with you because it might relate. I don't know. Okay. And do I believe in marriage? I'll be very honest. At my essence core, what is marriage? Now that's for another fucking video. And number 4 for the last question, what is a spiritual crown? This is a major question. A spiritual crown is when you meditate, and I mean with practice, you'll feel it, you'll see it through your imagination, and basically a spiritual crown is when spirit fills your body with all the energy you need. And then contact is made. Trust me, it's when spirit connects to your heart and fills your body, it allows you to connect to God. And there's nothing more divine than that. Not to me anyway, but everybody's different, right? I mean, the spiritual crown is basically when you're so in tune with spirit and your imagination and your co-creativeness of it all that what most people will call shadows or interdimensionals or ghosts or whatever the fuck you want to call them. I call them entities. It's just simpler. A lot of people say, hey, thank you, universe. So that way it encompasses the whole. When I first started meditating and felt that pure power that was spirit, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to call it. I didn't know what to classify it as because I'm a human being. And I like to put titles and put shit in boxes and, I come from the same place you guys come from. I was just born in hell because I had to. And then I rose my vibration with spirit's help. And God's consciousness brought me up to the fucking cosmos, man, and I reconnected with my real family. Which, thank God. My God. Now, trust me, like, the past is the past, right? It's all good. But Damn, it could have been so much easier. Oh my God. Before I die, people will not be slaves. I can guarantee you that because we are in the Great Awakening. And it's fucking beautiful. We all. Why do you think there's 8 billion people on the planet? They're not all human people. Y'all need to wake up to this. And the first thing you'll see when you actually wake up are demonic motherfuckers all around you sucking that energy off of you. You know, like government, like politicians, like doctors, like, well, not all lawyers, but most of them. Fuck it. All lawyers because they're playing the same fucking game and they know what's going on. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're the goddamn problem. That and advertisement. Fucking governments still allow lobbying for the big corporations to influence what's best for us. Our government is not for the people. At all. They fill their fucking pockets, create these non-existent fucking... I'm not going to go there because I don't want to give that energy. You know what I'm saying? I think they've taken enough. But when you wake up, you realize that they're just switching words around. First it was the bird flu and Ebola, and all of a sudden it's COVID, and all of a... It's always something. Haven't you noticed that already? And if you haven't, wake the fuck up. Because you're the fucking problem. And I love you. But other than that, I'm going to go do my life. And, I don't know what else to say. Besides, have a blessed day. And don't let the outside fuck with you. The most important thing in this process called life is to figure out how beautiful you really are. And trust me, spirit, the unknown, oogly boogly, they'll show you how beautiful and priceless you really are. It's never too late. But remember, take the time you need, not what other people are telling you. I don't know. All I know, really, is that there's always going to be problems on the outside, right? Excuse me. But if you do go in and do the work, you won't be bitching about the weather. You won't be bitching about your car. You'll be grateful for everything that's happening. Other than that, I love you. Take care.